Yeah. Hello, friends. Hi, my name is Kevin. Hope you're doing well. I'm feeling a-okay. It's a beautiful day. It's actually raining, but it's still beautiful. If you're new here, these are dirty. This is Paradise Season 8 review. We finna chop it up and talk Paradise, and then I gotta go pick up my son from school because I'm a present father. And part of that requires picking up your children from school. I just want to say this. First of all, this was an amazing season of a new show. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Amazing premise. I was locked in. One of the most captivating pilots I've seen in a while. I didn't quite know what was going on, but I was in. And then when I figured it out, I mean, when they told me, I'll be figuring things out early. When they told me, I was like, okay, let's go. And I've enjoyed every friggin' episode. Probably be out here about 20, 30 minutes. Yeah, shout out to Dan Fogelman. I agree with you, AP. He's a genius. Also, I think it's super dope that, Sydney, we're going to talk about this because my homegirl said this. I'm going to get to that. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave that up and I'm going to talk about this. No disrespect to you. You just remind me my homegirl said the same thing. You can see similarities between in his writing style in This Is Us and Paradise. He loves to go back and forth with timelines. Loves a good flashback. It's part of how he tells stories. I like that. I like when you can tell a person's signature. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. You can tell that person made both things, and I don't mean that as a dig. I feel like it's dope. I like the way the story's being told. I like that it's not necessarily linear. It's very similar to anime in a lot of ways. Anime be going back and forth. They tell you what you need to know when you need to know it. They'll show you something and then reveal something about that either later or when it's more necessary. My homegirl said that it was very anticlimactic as well. Here's what, and it's okay if you think it is. I just think that sentiment comes from how good episode 7 is. I didn't feel like that because I feel like the season 8 finale, episode 8, season 1 finale, did what it needed to do. It told you who killed the president. It wrapped up those loose ends. It introduced something new that made you look to watch in season 2. When you end as high as episode 7 did, it's rare that you can go even higher. In Game of Thrones early season, their big battle seasons, the penultimate episode is often the best episode. But you can't, it's hard to go up from there. And also all the information that we had been waiting for, they told us in episode 7. You wouldn't have wanted that in episode 8. You wouldn't want the inverse. You wouldn't want them to tell you who killed the president and then tell you how they all got there and how it all went down. They're dropping breadcrumbs all throughout the season, and they pay it off in 7. I totally agree that episode 7 was better than episode 8, but I don't think it was anticlimactic unless you were expecting to keep going up, which if you were, I think it's hard to expect that, right? But you know what I'm saying? Feel how you feel. My homegirl just said the same thing, and I was just like, girl, hush. I wouldn't tell you, girl, hush, because I don't know you. But, we have a playful relationship. I definitely told her, girl, hush. And her response was, I think I know shows. It was fun. Oh, okay. You said you can understand that, right? I think we just wanted to go up, and up, and up, and up, and up. All right, now let's go back. The first thing I want to say is actually a question. Do you think you, the person I'm talking to watching this video, do you think you do anything well enough that you would be included in the 25,000? Like, there's a hair braider. Somebody asked who brought the braiding hair to Paradise. So I asked that on all my platforms, and one of the writers said they have a braiding shop in there. She actually showed it. I never saw it. It was in the background. But she's the braider. There's 25,000 people in the city. She's the best braider in the United States. Do you do anything so well that if they were building a new city and you're not one of the billionaires, right? The billionaires get to go because they're billionaires. So let's say that's, say there's 1,000 of them. And there's 24,000 people. Do you think they'd be like, we got to go get, let me see somebody's name, Darren. We can't start the new world over with Darren, without Darren. And I ain't gonna hold you. I wouldn't be in the number. I ain't a billionaire. I ain't close. I ain't presidential. And I don't think I'm particularly good at anything enough that if there's only 25,000 people, they got to be like, I got to get old Kev. You got to go get old Kev. Except being annoying and eating pumpkin pie and annoying the blacks. Stand-up comedy-wise, I could name you 23 niggas off the top of my head who better go in that paradise before I go. And I ain't seen no stand-up comedy club. Okay? So, shoot. If a nigga don't know me that throw me in, I ain't gonna be all up in the paradise. So anyway, we start with Adam and the librarian, even though we don't know he's the librarian yet. And I thought it was super dope that they showed you like who actually built the city. Let me tell you something. As an American, what's more American than getting people, paying them less than their worth, putting them in harm's danger, for them to build a city that they won't even be able to live in? That really hit home on some capitalist American values. The fact that these people that don't even know what they're building, they're literally building their own grave. As a black man in America, there's some symbolism that relates to black Americans building things that they would not be able to partake in. But like, how y'all just pay them people for years to build that city, knowing they're not going to be able to go in there off the strength of what's coming, and then you put them in danger. And I was watching, I was like, yo, that was just really American. Like, that's the cutthroat part of capitalism. And then people probably was getting paid better than most, but to what end? You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to use that money for anything. They literally were dying even before the natural disaster. So it was like, dang, man, that's a cold piece. But also, because of the state of America, the state of capitalism, and the unequal wealth distribution in America, somebody's always going to have to take the job because you need money to survive. So yeah, it's whack and terrible. It's kind of like when the World Cup was in Qatar, Qatar. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. Qatar. And they were talking about all the like migrants that they hired and all the conditions. And then it's like, yeah, that's terrible. But look at this stadium. It was just like, dang, that's wild. So Adam and the librarian, they kind of had if you've seen Severance, they had Bert and what's your boy's name? What's John Turturro's character name in Severance? Y'all putting all different types of way of how to spell Qatar. I said Qatar. Just forget it. Just say Dubai. Irving. Thank you. Adam and the librarian had a very Irving Bert relationship. They didn't go in detail, so I don't know if it went as far as it did with Irving and Bert, but they were very close. They were very close, right? So the librarian, because I don't even know his name, he was a cold piece as well. So he figures out some in the milk ain't clean. He don't know what they're building, but he was like, whatever this is, I'm gonna just say asbestos because I don't know exactly what it was. But they got asbestos down in the mountain. And by the time the rich people get there, it'll be fine. The super smart architect guy's like, yeah, this is crazy. That's crazy what you told me with this information. Yeah, we just gonna go ahead and disable your key card. And I'm like, ain't that what would happen? Like, yeah, that's wow. All these people are pretty much gonna die. Yeah, we're gonna just disable your key card real quick. And we not gonna tell nobody nothing. So come to find out, I don't remember what episode this was, maybe one or two. He's the dude who had an assassination attempt on Cal, no Drogo. Okay. Um, and I obviously didn't recognize him because the wigs be wigging. And that moment was kind of fast. And at the moment they shared it, the first time it was more about Xavier and Cal than the assailant. But in this episode, as they reframed it, you pay way more attention to the guy. And I'm like, yo, that's interesting storytelling because we had seen that scene already, but based on what they want you to know, you focus more on Cal and Xavier the first go round, but the second go round, you focus more on the librarian dude. And I was like, oh snap, so that was dope to see like why he did that because you often get to talk to people who try to kill presidents. So now let's talk about Jane. Okay, Jane, she's everything she said she was. I thought Uncle Billy was crazy, you know, Billy Pace, I believe his name was. But Jane was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kill the little black girl, but all I need is the we about you. Because me and Billy used to play the we. You had me kill him. All I'm asking for is the we. And low-key, Sinatra's made a lot of mistakes, you know what I'm saying, in her life. But I would not have thought not giving that girl the we was gonna cause her the turmoil it caused her. And now that you done been shot in the neck, what's it to you? What you want to do with the we? And of all gaming systems, man, the we is fun, but like, bro, it ain't never the we. But here's the thing though. When you can't get nothing new and that's your one joy, the we becomes everything. And when she ain't give her the we, that girl was like, all right, bet that. For Wii tennis? So you could go like that with them little 2-bit graphics or do some Wii bowling? You was with a shooter in the neck for that? And I'm like, bruh, I love the Wii. I love the Wii U. I ain't killing nobody over the Wii, but I don't live in paradise. So I ain't gonna hold you. Up until the last moment, I thought they might kill that baby. I was like, you better not kill that baby. Because you know it. She's only one of 3 braiding clients down to the paradise. And such good writing for Jane to make us think and make Sinatra think that Presley was dead and gone. Okay. Such good writing because she was like, I'm gonna take care of our little problem. And Sinatra, when she's talking to Xavier later on in the episode, she's like, I'm sorry, it went too far. And at that point, I'm like, oh, this is good writing. Cause it's like, Sinatra getting in bed with monsters, but you never know how far somebody else is willing to take it. Sinatra, low key, the Drake in the scenario, you know what I'm saying? She underestimated Jane's response. Remember, Drake was taunting Kendrick, drop, 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 right? And then once Kendrick responded, it was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And Kendrick was like, you want to take it here? I'm going to take it further. So Sinatra she's the Drake in this scenario. She just didn't expect Jane to go as far as she was willing to go. And Jane was willing to take it further. She's like, I hate the way you talk, the way that you walk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way you won't give me the we. This next breath might be your best, your last. I'm not a rapper. I can't think of rhymes off the top of my head. What do you think I am? I'm just a present father and husband. But yes, absolutely. Should have just gave her the we. Hindsight being 2020, should have just gave her the we. But honestly, if she gave her the we, not Sterling. His name is Sterling, but Xavier might have killed her. But Xavier probably wouldn't have killed her if he got his daughter. I digress. And the fact that at the very end of the episode, Jane was just playing the game. I said, girl, is you crazy? She was Tupac. You know what? In Juice, maybe I am crazy. The first time you said that, you weren't going to give me the weed. I was tripping, right? But the next time, I thought, maybe I am crazy. She was going to play that game. You hear me? I'm gonna play that game. Now, I want to talk about who the killer was. I liked his backstory. I liked they showed like he killed that scientist or whoever was supposed to be there. I thought Cheese Fries Girls had something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? She ain't have no allergies, and that told them she wasn't there. I was like, somebody not there, somebody's living there that's not supposed to be there. I thought they broke in. It makes way more sense that they were hiding in plain sight. And I like that he killed the dude. He was cold blooded. He grabbed the lady from the gas station. And by the way, I really felt like I felt her on that. If I'm by myself and I ain't got no family and it's the end of the world, I might just pull up to a gas station and order some chips and eat and drink a soda. I might just be like, well, the world finna be over. I'm gonna eat that honey bun. I'm gonna eat them cheddar sour cream Ritz. I'm gonna get that root beer, that Dr. Pepper. I'm going. Oh yeah, that's right. He killed the librarian. You're right. My bad. I said scientist. And he made Cheese Fried Girl steal the right identity. Shout out to you. It's Kana or Kana. But I felt that. I was like, it's the end of the world, and I know it. I want some fries. I might order some fries. If I'm going to be dead anyway, I don't want to be dead hungry. The last thing I want to do is die hungry. I'd be so mad if a bus just ran into, because I'm hungry right now. If a bus just ran into my house and murdered me and killed me, you know what I would be mad about in heaven? That I didn't eat something unhealthy. I'd be like, I could have had a bacon double cheeseburger, extra grilled onions, large fry, and a shake. And now I'm in here dead, hungry, and I can't never have food again. So I feel her like going to the gas station, get me some chips. We finna die anyway. I ain't finna be dying on no empty stomach, and I know I ain't finna eat no protein yogurt. I know that's what I ain't gonna do. So he murders a librarian and his wife, steals their identity, sneaks into paradise, and I love that he was like, he lulled himself into like a false sense of security. Like, I belong here. Cheese Fries lady, she's one of the nicest people on the show. All she do is sell cheese fries. She went from eating junk food finna die to eating and making cheese fries for a living. Brother, they got them people in paradise working, like they live on a cruise ship. Also, why I need to work if it's only 25,000 of us? And do you got to work every day? What's going to happen? Can you be homeless in paradise? What they finna do? Throw you outside? Like, what if they got you and it was like, man, come on, man, you cheese fries lady. You're like, man, I ain't going to work. Can you get fired? Like, nah, I ain't going. What you finna do? Open up the mountain and be like, man, get him out of here. You ain't got nobody now who gonna make the fries. You gonna let somebody else in from the outside world? They don't know how to make the fries. What if I get fired? I'm the type of person who gets fired. You might have underestimated me. They'd be like, oh, cheese fries Kev, he on the cheese fries for eternity. And also, what if I don't want to make cheese fries for eternity? What if I want to get a different job? What if I'm cheese fries girl, but I want to work at the library down to the paradise? I gotta wait for that man to die? Can I only make cheese fries for my whole life? You getting written up? We throwing you outside in the world. Oh, okay, I'll go to work. You gonna throw me outside in radioactivity? You call off sick, they come to your house like, you ain't sick. Don't come to my house. There's 25,000 people there. Your boss could come look in your window. You're on the weed. It's crazy. What if you cheat on somebody in paradise? You got to see them all the time. You can't even move to another city. You finna go outside. You can't open the mountain. You done got cheated on, and you got to see them build a whole family. It's only 25,000 people in here. You go down and get cheese fries, and that nigga with your that woman with your nigga down at the cheese fries lady like, I ain't supposed to be here. This is somebody else's bracelet. Now you got to see that nigga every day eating cheese fries. You can't go nowhere. I don't want to live in the mountain no more. Get me out. But then you go, oh, it's a suicide mission. So you're just going to have to take that to the face? This is crazy. I'm off track. Let's go back. I thought it was dope that he lulled himself to a false sense of security. And then when Cal came down there to make the mixtape, he was like, oh, snap. I was supposed to kill you. How long have they been in there? I thought it was a year. Somebody said it's been 7 years. Does anybody know how long since the great event happened, the whatever it was? How long have they been in the mountain? 3 years? Okay, 3 years. Okay, so So it makes sense that Cal never went to the library in 3 years because what he finna read a book for? His life sucks. He was calling off from work for the presidency. Um, but I like that he was kind of like activated like a sleeper agent. He was like reminded, like, I'm finna kill you. And what did Cheese Fries Lady mean when he said everything I did that he made me do? What did she mean? Because he killed the people first. He gave her the bracelet while she was eating the snacks. They walked into the mountain, I guess. Um, but what do y'all think she did? Oh yeah, you're right, Stacey. The kids ain't that much older. Because he brought her here, but oh, you think she got to do sexual favors? She probably had to do a little something, a little strange, a piece of change. If I sang your life and you was eating Ruffles, I'm gonna ask you to do something. I'm gonna ask you to do something. Play the role of the wife. Okay. Trick the guards. Yep. Keep the secret. But that why would she be like the things he made me do? Because she didn't kill that man. She didn't kill that wife. She was just eating chips. He was gay. He was gay. So he probably wouldn't. He probably didn't want her to do nothing. I forgot him and Adam. I totally forgot about that. Maybe she did some butt stuff. Maybe he was like, "You gonna be my Adam. You gonna be my Adam." Probably not though. Gay people probably it don't probably feel the same. I'm way off track. Forgive me. This is my mind be. Just forget I said that. The last little piece about just anyway. Let's forget all that. So that's why I'm really going live, man, because my mind be going anywhere, everywhere. Once I start to think it, you don't know where them thoughts gonna end up. They're gonna end up outside that mountain. So anyway, okay. So I thought it was like a little bit interesting that when the librarian was finna commit suicide. Actually, I don't think he was gonna commit suicide. Was he trying to escape first? I feel like he was trying to escape first when he went to the top of the um where Sterling and I'm gonna say this. I be calling that lady Michelle Obama. She don't look like a Michelle Obama Robinson. She looks like an actress that looks like she would play Michelle Obama. And then Michelle Obama's maiden name is Robinson. So I be calling her Michelle Obama. I'd be like, when Xavier and Michelle Obama was about to get out. She looked more like Michelle Obama than Viola Davis did. Okay, so he was trying to leave the mountain and just go out in the world. And then Sterling found him. And I thought it was cool that he took not cool, but it's like, if he would have jumped off that scaffolding with the book in his backpack, I was about to be like, brother, now what we gonna do without the coordinates? So he took the backpack off, committed suicide, or died by suicide. Xavier got the book with everything Cal had. Cal's son is a revolutionary. He shaved Guevara down there. Okay. And then I forgot. Jane shooting Sinatra. When I tell you, I don't know if y'all saw that coming. I did not see that coming at all. Me and Melissa was in the bed watching it. I got up and stood next to the TV when she shot her in the neck and then was like, "You're no use to me, Dad. It's going to be a long recovery. You should have gave me that weed." And Sinatra is just like choking on her own blood. I was happy because, you couldn't kill Sinatra fast enough. But I was very surprised that she killed her. Totally would have seen Xavier kill her. I was like, oh, he kills her. Of course, that makes sense. You kill my black baby, and I ain't got no wife. I might kill you, pray for you, raise you from the dead, kill you twice. I might kill you twice. I might kill your whole family. So totally justified if Xavier killed her. But Jane killing her, and then I like that she said, basically they implied that somebody else is going to assume the power vacuum. But the current president who was falling, yeah, she didn't kill her. She shot her in the neck. I'm sorry. I was saying it would have made sense if Xavier killed her. But she shot her in the neck. She was like, you don't make no you're of no value to me dead. If Sterling kills you, so what you gonna do? She gonna be recovering for a long time. How's she gonna help you now? And that's what I said. The vice president, who's the current president, he don't got the balls to be. You don't have the answer, Sway. He was tripping and falling on the final day on regular Earth. No, I don't think Jane passed the psychiatric test. I think they brought her down there because she was plumb crazy. But she was crazy on a leash. And crazy on the leash was that we. Okay? The same way that we had the little strap so you don't drop the controller, that's what kept Jane on the leash. The moment she didn't get that we, she was crazy off the leash. So yeah, I feel like they brought her and Billy down there because they need some shooters for real. It was like, we know y'all crazy. Y'all big PTSD. We need y'all. I think somebody said, I think she saved her life. If you brought somebody into paradise, by default, you've saved their life. For all intents and purposes. If I say you get to come, you owe me your life. But like, she owed her life, but also a we though. Because in them 3 years, she was like, nah, man, it ain't enough no more. I already got my life now. And Sinatra ain't no killer. And she ain't no we giver. So of course, I thought it was super dope that Xavier, I knew early on the season 2 was going to be, Xavier going to be venturing out to find his wife. Did we confirm what the numbers on the cigarette meant? Was it the tail? Was it the plane? The tail of the little plane he took? I don't think I never clearly understood what was on the cigarette. What was that? The book. So was the book. Dewey Decimal. Totally forgot. He was looking at it and then they showed it to us. The last episode, somebody was like, it was the plane, but it was that old Dewey Decimal System. I'll shout out to millennials. I don't know if Sterling K. Brown's a millennial, but if you would have gave my kid that cigarette, he would have been like, I don't know what these numbers mean. I don't know what the Dewey Decimal System is. My kid don't know nothing about Dewey nor decimals. That world would have been over. That book would still be sitting there to this day. If he couldn't Google it, he'd be like, I don't know Dewey, and I don't know no decimal. By the way, we was out here thugging it in the streets. I really had to learn the Dewey Decimal System to go find books in the library. I'm gonna try to explain to my kids how the Dewey Decimal System works. They're gonna be like, y'all had to do what? No, I don't think so. We're not gonna have to wait. We're not gonna have to wait a year. Dan Fogelman tweeted that they've been in the writers' room and they start shooting season 2 in 2 weeks. Microfiche. Oh, y'all my age in here. Y'all my age. Microfiche. You at worst, you a millennial. You millennial or Gen X. We was really in there with the I always felt like I was uncovering a murder when I used the microfiche machine. I always felt like, because when you see the microfiche machine in movies, it's always some article like he killed his family, and it's the old newspaper clipping, and you looking at it, it's like father kills 4, changes his identity. Microfiche is some old stuff, man. The fact that we went from microfiche to FaceTime is kind of crazy. Like, we really was microfiche, Dewey Decimal System, and now I can tell my phone to order a pizza. And I could tell my phone to I can go on my phone, order pizza or a plane ticket or a car that, the Waymo app. I can order a car that will drive me with no driver. You don't know what microfiche is? Oh, T Square, you got to be Gen. Are you millennial? This is microfiche. Oh my god. Dang, I ain't seen one in a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna show you what microfiche is, and you gonna feel like we are old. All people who know what it is, you gonna feel like we are old. And you know what? We are. I'm 41. I ain't used this in a minute, but I used it before.
Microfilm and microfiche are photographic reproductions of materials, and these formats enable the storage of materials in a very compact way. Newspapers, journals, primary source collections, and other documents are often found on microfilm or microfiche, which can then be read on microform machines. While more and more newspapers and other materials are being digitized and made available online, there are still many resources that are only available in microform. Your librarian can help you with your research that may involve using microforms. You can also ask for help at one of the library's information desks. The microforms are located at multiple.
You've never seen that before? Did you have the book fair? I didn't realize the machine was called a microform machine. I thought it was a microfiche machine. Did you go to the Scholastic Book Fair for $8? Or did you not go? T Square, did you go to the Scholastic Book Fair with $8? Or nah? She ain't go. All right, let's hypothesize. What happens in season 2? Do you think? I don't think that they're gonna. I don't think that Cal shows up anymore. Unfortunately, I think his storyline has ended. Okay, she went to the book fair. I feel like it's over with Cal. Obviously, Xavier is going to be out in the world. I don't know how he's going to fill the plane up. These are the things that I think about. And I was asking my wife, I was like, how are you going to fill the plane up? And she was like, Kevin, the plane going to have enough gas because the story needs the plane to have gas. Okay, he gonna take a single engine to Atlanta. That plane can't go to Atlanta. You can't go to Atlanta with that little plane. I mean, you can, but you can't go on one tank of gas. Cal is Cyclops. He's the president. He was the president. He got murdered. Also, before we go into that, I didn't expect us. We know the librarian killed Cal, but they really showed it. Cal took the blow to the head, put the cigarettes there, and then he killed him again. I said, okay, that was gory, man. I be forgetting I was watching. It felt like I was watching ABC, but you remember you watching Hulu when Cal got killed? I said, oh snap. Oh, yeah, he gonna find fuel. He's a pilot. Yeah, I was like, this is gruesome. And Terry's still in Atlanta. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I wouldn't have been able to convince my wife to go to Atlanta. I mean, not to go to Atlanta. My wife would be dead too. I'd be like, girl, don't go to Atlanta. She like, I'm finna go. And now look at you. I done told you. I don't think there's gonna be any more flashbacks of Cal. What else can we learn from Cal? I love the finale. Somebody said, did you like it? I loved it. I thought it was great work. I thought it did what it needed to do. I figured all they would do was tell you who killed the president. They tied up the loose end and set you on the path. I said that early. Oh, you think there's plenty more, Shannon? You think there's plenty more we can learn from Cal? Everybody in the regular world gonna be musty. It's gonna be crazy. And did Xavier cheat on his wife? Because he got the little therapist coochie. He was in there, you know what I'm saying? He was healing. He was like, it was in the shower. And shower sex, let's be honest about it. Shower sex hurts. What water, shower sex, jacuzzi, pool, the water, it ain't fun. It looks cool on TV, man, but it ain't really as practical as you want it to be. Oh, that therapist better not be pregnant. It's not cheating when you think they're dead, but it's gonna be like, how do you explain it? Like my wife gonna be like, oh, you thought I was dead for 3 years and you was over there with that Hispanic girl. You was over there with that Hispanic girl. She better not be pregnant. If she's pregnant, then paradise just turned into Baddies, Colorado. Yeah, okay. See, y'all, you saying what you mean? I thought the explanation is I thought you was dead. See, man, Wawa, is this I can't tell if you're a man or woman. No disrespect, the picture's small. The thing is, you introducing logic into an illogical situation. I wasn't dead though. That's how my wife would approach. I wasn't dead though, but I thought you was dead, but I wasn't. If I was dead, you didn't cheat, but I wasn't dead. You let me go to Atlanta so you can lay up with her in the paradise. And I was only worth 3 years. You had on for 3 years, and then you was in the shower with your strong booty in there. If I was dead, then I was dead, but I wasn't dead, so you cheated because I wasn't dead. If I'm dead, move on. You thought I was dead because you didn't think hard enough. And now let's go talk to her. Now let's go talk to her. Since you got your degree, you know everything, you over here smashing and dashing, and now you want to fly to me, but you was laid up. You spent the night, left my kids at home in the mountain of the mountain because you thought I was dead. They're going to have at least an argument. You're going to have something to explain to. Or what if, unless Trey was out there, she thought Cal was dead, she got a little therapist on her side, little Rick or Shane, having musty sex. Because you know the people outside in regular Earth, they musty. That's just a given. New world is musty. And now I meet you and I'm like, dang, girl, I don't remember you like that. Remember me different. Ever since I went to Atlanta, I've been musty ever since. You think we out here just getting deodorant? That ain't top of mind no more. We ain't got houses. I can't be focused on deodorant. And the smell is what it is. We live outside now. It was a great show. They cheated on each other. If she had sex with somebody else, it cancels out. Everybody's good. All right, y'all. I enjoyed this. I got to go get my son from school, though. I've had a great time. I hope you have as well. Have a great day. God bless you. God keep you. We'll see you at the conference.